the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Washington football team. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Play action. Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. 54 Mike.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Push him back. 51 to Mike. And it's getting it home. He's going for it, moving.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Haskins. Yeah, he'll find Hall. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
In today's football, the receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage. When you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A handoff as they run the counter play. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now it's Haskins. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Now 3rd and 15.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
31's the mic. I got him. 31's the mic.
Haskins will throw. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
A loss of 2 yards.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 11. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down. They only needed a couple, but the blocking was good, and of course, you can't tamp him down when he gets past that line of scrimmage.
No, and guess what? Not only were they physical at the point of attack, they executed so well. That's what you have to do in short yardage situations. Everyone has to be in the right spot, taking on a defender to give him the chance that they did, and he took full advantage of it.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. This time Wilson will throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be brought down on one. Scoreless after 1. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Play action. It's Wilson. Being chased out left. he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Chase Young racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chase Young, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Haskins to throw it. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. They had a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote goals, right? And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
First and goal at the 1. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
At the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Here comes Lindsey, toss right. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Touchdown.
Philip Lindsey, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well, and they may have run into him after the kick went away. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Mike, 48. Mike, 48. Who that? Who that? 48. 48 to Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Number 27, the ball.
And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down.
Wilson, he's going to look to run with it. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Down number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Check your hot read. Check. Crunch. Switch. Check.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Haskins on third down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So a good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Snap comes at 1. Now Haskins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd and short.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. I got you, boy. Zoom. Hey, we're going to mic the 48 right now. Let's go.
Haskins going to throw again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And Washington able to make this a close game again.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that 1-2 minutes of a half heading into the locker room? This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Final play of the half, it's Wilson.
And that's caught. It's Desmond Patman.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. 25.
The final shot before break. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. 56 right there. Right up. 56 the mark, boy. 56. Check.
Here's Wilson. Rolling to his right. Space to maneuver at the 40. That is into the hands of Patman. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A gain there of 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Flying 90. 56. You're not ready. 36 power.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action with Wilson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will score. Touchdown play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 21. Washington 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
48,
To throw again, Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Haskins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards that time at a Washington 1st.
49-yard line.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down.
And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. I got four left. 56, Mike.
Play action. Now Wilson. His throw incomplete.
Wilson's pass.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It's 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play action now. Wilson. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
First down, Seattle.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He was taken down by Reuben Foster. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second
down at 7. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
21. Washington 7.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there and a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Number 27.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity from where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Haskins in the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. T.J. Logan, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
31's the mic. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up. Toss ball. 31's the mic. Right here, right here. 31.
From the 31, Haskins. Going right side here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
46-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
From just shy of midfield, Haskins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 42. And now off to the races down the right side. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
From the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
For 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
48-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the 4th.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 19. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. 56.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf. This is caught inside the 15.
Wilson's
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big pickup of 38.
Seahawks first down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Philip Lindsay on the
Give him
carry.
3 on 1st down.